Finger guns!
Guys, tea time is over. It's showtime. I'm Glenn Richards, and this is Amplified, showcasing some amazing artists for your listening pleasure. On this episode, we're going to get a taste of dirty chai, featuring a lot of people. Jordan Brooke on vocals, Wilson Stern on vocals and guitar, Ryan Gamberino on saxophone, Brian Burwell on trombone, Mark Solters on keyboard, Jeremy Siegel on bass, and Kevin Fitz on drums. Here's DJ Dwayne from Dirty Chai on Amplified.
We're going to begin with a tale of debauchery and heartbreak. But first, band. I said, hey, band. Yeah. I said, hey, band. Yeah. Would you hit me 1 time? Would you hit me 2 times? Would you hit me 3 times? Would you hit me not 4, but 5 times? Plays every song the same in the 4-letter word that used to bear his name. Keeps on playing in reverse. He drags along the curse of knowing you. Oh, what's a boy to do? DJ Dwayne, there was also pain till you came along and you sang your song. Still plays your records every day. Keeps the covers on. He's scratched up and you're still gone. Has a heart attack, waits for you to run it back. Screaming crowds drowned out by the sound of the love he lacks. That tracks, you figure you're doomed done. Learn him out, scooped on. You heard he was young and dumb. Now he's caught in the love. Yeah, he's caught in the love. DJ Dwayne, never told so pain till you came along and you sang your song. He still plays your records every day. Keeps the covers on. Up and you're still gone. Feels so good to sing a new song, put on a new pair of shoes. We went and danced a little salsa. Now Dwayne is singing the blues. DJ Dwayne, never told so pain till you came along. Sang your song, he still plays your records every day. Keeps the covers on these scratched up and you're still out there somewhere bumping someone else's table. He tries to patch his heart up, but his wires are all entangled. Standing like a statue while the dusty vinyl spins. Salty tears falling in his glass of chin. DJ Dwayne never told so in vain till you came along and you sang your song. He still plays your records every day. Keeps the covers on these. Scratched up and you're still, scratched up and you're still, scratched up and you're still gone.
Hey WUFT, so it's been a long week, and I know we're in the middle of a set, but I'm gonna sit back and drink some dirty chai while they finish this song.
Well, I hope you make it real dirty. go so far to teach about the sour taste of cabbage in your mouth. It comes when you begin in Orlando and take the highway south. Tastes like gin. Yeah, tastes like gin. Elderberry. Tastes like gin. Tastes like gin. What's it taste like, boys? As fast as I was able to see a guy with dark and curly hair. The sauerkraut was made out of the salt of young men's tears, and the air was thick, the liquor thin, flowing everywhere. It tastes like gin. The spices taste like gin. I want to pour it in my stew. Tastes like gin. Just give me a little more. Tastes like gin. Just give me a taste.
That's the gin song from Dirty Chai on Amplified, and DJ Dwayne ahead of that. So, welcome. A lot of familiar faces, a couple of new faces. So tell us how Dirty Chai came to be.
Long ago, at the dawn of time, when the earth was still a cooling ball of magma. This is before the moon existed. First of all, you must know that Dirty Chai is older than the moon. The first thing to form on Earth was the dirt. This primordial dirt is the raw stuff that makes up Dirty Chai. And because it is only dirt, it has lived for the countless millennia required to make it here to WUFT today.
Wow. Other than hot beverages, what are your influences?
Cold beverages.
And musical influences.
Okay, but seriously, we do love Bridge City Sinners, St. Paul and the Broken Bones, The Dip. Those are some pretty big influences, as well as Streetlight Manifesto.
The sound of new basketball shoes on a freshly cleaned court.
Jordan?
He said it all.
You have nothing to say after that?
That's great.
You're speechless. Okay. Well, tell us about this next one, a classic.
Yeah, it's a Dirty Chai version of a classic jazz tune. We filth it up a little bit.
We wrote this in the 1920s when Jordan was languishing in a New Orleans mental institution. dying of multiple diseases. Thankfully, she pulled through, and we made it here with you today on WUFT.
Now playing St. James Infirmary. Somebody needs to go to an infirmary, I think. Men with white coats are pulling up outside. With St. James Infirmary, here's Dirty Chai on Amplified.
Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "I'm afraid you're not going to make it."
Well, I went down to St. James Infirmary, a storm, a baby there. She was laid out on that long white table, so sweet, so cold, so fair. Well, I went off to see the doctor. She's feeling very low, he said. Well, I went back to see my baby, and good God, she was lying there dead. So let her go, God bless her soul. Wherever she may be, she may St. James Infirmary Blue.
Ahem.
Dancing all around the room, no one knows where they meet their doom. Watch your ankles, they'll bite them too. Satan's dark sins will come for you. The devil has a dark son. The devil has a dark son. The devil has a dark son. Little wieners are the hounds of hell. I woke up in a haunted hotel. I heard a bark and I started to yell. A skeleton bellhop showed me his grill, and my ankles bled till my socks were filled. I said, whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Little wieners are the hounds of hell. Devil has a dog son. The devil has a dog son. The devil has a dog son. Little wieners are the hounds of hell. Well, Satan walks his little puppy every single day. He gets so cranky when he doesn't get his way. He's only got one job to do, so are you walking the dog or is he walking you? The devil has a dog son. The devil has a dog son. The devil has a dog son. Little wieners are the hounds of hell. Hi, Mark. The devil has a dog son. The devil has a dog son. The devil has a dog son. Little wieners are the hounds of hell.
That's Hounds of Hell from Dirty Chai on Amplified, and the classic St. James Infirmary ahead of that. I think Cab Calloway would have appreciated that. So where can people find out more about Dirty Chai?
I got this, guys. Follow us on Instagram at dirtychai_GNV.
And music?
Yeah, so we're on Spotify. We have an EP out or coming out soon called Cautionary Tales of Debauchery and Heartbreak. We are also on YouTube, dirtychai.gnv. We have a couple videos up there as well.
And they'll have even more at WUFT.org. All right, well, funny you should mention that song because that one's next. Anything you guys want to say about it?
Kiss from a Snake is from anyone who's been in a toxic relationship and you can't get out, but you look over your shoulder and even the devil on your shoulder is telling you to run. Far, far away. The devil's right there. So even when you think that you're trapped, you can get out. The end.
All right. Well, here's Dirty Chai with Kiss from a Snake, unamplified. That's Kiss from a Snake from Dirty Chai. You can find out more about Amplified at wuft.org/amplified. See past episodes and everything else. Thank you, Dirty Chai, for being here. Thank you for the delicious chai tea. I appreciate it. Thank you for checking us out. We'll see you next time.
Screaming crowds drowned out by the sound of the love you lacked. That tracks you figure you doomed them. Learn him out, scooped him. You heard he was young and dumb. Now he's caught in the loop. Yeah, he's caught in the loop. DJ Dwayne never told so vain till you came along. You just sang your song. He still plays your records every day. Keeps the covers on, but he's scratched up and now still gone.